Hey guys, welcome back to Eco-ish, where I show you my journey to becoming more sustainable. Today we're talking about Ethique, which is a hair care and skincare brand that you've probably seen all across Facebook and maybe Instagram. We're going to review them. I'm going to talk about a little bit about the ingredients. I'm going to talk about what I thought of their products and compare them to Meow Meow Tweet a tiny bit. So I hope you stick around and I'll see you in the video.
In a dollar bin. Guess you forgot your galana bin. Can't get loose, get your guts, got your tongue again.
Ethique is a skincare, hair care, face care brand that focuses on cruelty-free, vegan, palm oil-free, and sustainable products. They have recently opened up a US distribution center. They are originally based out of the UK, so you can purchase products from them and they travel a little not so far anymore. Their packaging is completely plastic free. It arrived in pretty much just a cardboard box with some paper in it. There was no foam peanuts. There was no excessive packaging. It was just in a small box with some paper. But when it comes to their packaging, so these boxes are just cardboard and they're held together by these stickers. And this sticker says certified compostable, even this sticker. So everything in their packaging can be composted. So the first thing I'm going to open up their hair sampler and I'll tell you what's in it. So this is what it looks like when it's opened. Try not to tip it so they don't fall out. Okay, so I'm going to go down the line and I'm going to tell you what each product is and my initial thoughts on it before using it. So the first product we have here. So they're all little heart shapes, by the way. This is the first one. And the back isn't very smooth. So this is the Frizz Wrangler. It's a solid shampoo for dry or frizzy hair. It does say it should lather, and I will say right off the bat, it feels a little crumbly. It's not, it feels a little softer than the Meow Meow Tweet shampoo bar, but it does feel a little crumbly. The next bar, this one is almost just as crumbly. So that's this one. And that's the back of it. Again, it's not very smooth. So it says, this one is the Healy Kiwi Solid Shampoo for Touchy Scalps. This again says it's going to lather. It does feel very crumbly. So this one here has a nice like yellow color to it. Again, doesn't have a smooth back and is a tiny bit crumbly, but not as crumbly as the others. This one is the St. Clement's Solid Shampoo for Oily Hair. Again, it says it's going to lather. This one here, it's a nice little green one. This one has a much smoother back. This is a conditioner. It's the Guardian. It's a solid conditioner for normal to dry hair. It says to slide it through your hair 4 to 5 times. And leave on for 1 to 2 minutes. This one here, again, is another conditioner. Has a smooth back. That's Wonder Bar. So this one is called Wonder Bar. Solid conditioner for oily to normal hair. I also got the Too Delicious Super Hydrating Solid Conditioner Mini. It says designed for super dry hair or those with a bit of curl. Can also be used as a once-a-week hair treatment. Ooh, I like this one. So that's what that looks like. We have 3 shampoos and 3 conditioners so far. The next thing I'm going to show you is the face sampler. You can see there's 3 that are unpackaged and there's 2 that are packaged. So going down the line, these are much harder than the shampoos. I'm a little worried that some of these might break. So this one is the In Your Face Solid Face Cleanser for normal to oily skin. Next bar is this, which feels pretty solid. It's the Bliss Bar Solid Face Cleanser for Normal to Dry Skin. This one is very crumbly. This is the Ginger Snap Solid Face Scrub. So I'm unpackaging one of the two that was packaged. This is the Saving Face Serum. It's pretty soft. And then the next one in packaging looks like that. It's the Perfector. It's a solid face cream. The next thing I got another cleanser, so I have 3 cleansers in total. It's the Deep Green Solid Face Cleanser Mini. So I'm going to say this is very soft. So this is much softer than any of the other cleansers. This almost feels like a conditioner bar. The next product I got was the Lime and Ginger Solid Body Polish Mini. So it's essentially like an exfoliant type soap. They sell it with their regular body soaps. It feels very crumbly. It's obviously not very smooth from what you can tell on camera. And the last product I purchased is the Botanica Solid Deodorant Mini. And I'm going to compare this to the Meow Meow Tweet deodorant. This one as well is individually wrapped. I think some of them are individually wrapped to keep them from hardening, but I could be wrong about that. It is very soft. Very, very soft. This is probably the softest of all the bars. So it smells really nice. It smells almost like how like a nice bath would smell. And this is probably going to be very easy to apply. Okay guys, so we are back. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks since I filmed the introduction to this, so I've had plenty of time to try out these products and see how these products work for me. So I'm going to show you what products I liked, what products I didn't like, and what they look like now. Okay, first thing I'm going to talk about is the shampoos. So I bought shampoo pretty much for any hair type, and I did try them all. So starting with the Frizz Wrangler, this is how much I have left of that one. So it shrank quite a bit. So the Frizz Wrangler, I found this one to be my favorite. So I like the smell of it. It's a little powdery, but it's not terrible, and I find it more pleasant than some of the other scents. So I like this one. And I found that it lathered very, very well. All of their shampoo bars lathered well. So it definitely beat out Meow Meow Tweet when it came to their shampoo bars, because I found that they lathered, they applied well, and they also did not make my hair filmy. And I'm curious as to what a full-size bar looks like and how long it would last for, because like I said, I used all these products for about 2 weeks, and I washed my hair every other day, so I used 3 different bars every other day, and I still used up quite a bit of this product. So I'm wondering how long a bar would last for me. So the next bar is the Healy Kiwi. This one says it's for touchy scalps. So this, it shrank a little bit, but it's not as small as the other one because I preferred the Frizz Wrangler. So I've been using this almost daily. Well, not daily. I've been using this almost every time I wash my hair once I was done trying these out. And my favorite is the Frizz Wrangler. But the Healy Kiwi is my next favorite. And the reasoning is because my boyfriend used this one, and he has really bad dandruff. And this shampoo seemed to have done a good job on that. He just used it once, and it took care of the itchiness on his head. So I really do think this one has something going for it. The next shampoo bar that I tried was my least favorite, and I called this from the beginning when I said that the back of these shampoo bars had lines in them. They didn't have a very smooth back, like they had kind of been pressed together. And so the St. Clement shampoo bar, which is supposed to be for oily hair, broke in half while I was using it. It like literally broke in half while I was using it. And it wasn't my favorite bar to begin with. I felt like it didn't lather as well as the others, and if it did lather, it didn't make my hair feel as silky as the other ones. So the next thing I'm going to go over is the conditioners that I bought. So my favorite is the Guardian. So the reason I like this one the most is it seemed to make my hair feel the silkiest, whereas I felt like Too Delicious, which supposedly is a lot of people's favorite because it's supposed to be the most hydrating, I felt like it didn't apply to my hair as easily as the Guardian did. Even feeling them right now, the Guardian feels a little more, I don't want to say greasy, but almost like that, whereas Too Delicious just feels very solid. So that could be why it didn't apply as well as I would hope. Overall, the conditioner bars, I still have the same issue as I did with Meow Meow Tweet, where I'm not quite sure how much to apply. But I feel like with these ones, you can feel it on your hair a little bit more. You can feel when your hair has conditioner in it. You just can't see it. Now, Wonder Bar, same as the other ones. It went on well, for the most part, but I don't know. The one that seemed to do the best and gave my hair the best feeling was the green one. So the Guardian did make my hair feel the best overall. So I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure if it's a difference in the ingredients. This one, the Too Delicious, I feel like I did the worst with. It just didn't make my hair feel nice, and it felt very dry. So the next thing I'm going to go over is the face products. So starting with the face cleansers, I bought In Your Face, which is this pink one, which I said initially was very hard. And even after using it, it still is very hard. That is for normal to oily skin. The Bliss Bar is this one, which is for normal to dry skin, which isn't as hard anymore. And then the other one I purchased is this one, and that is Deep Green Solid Face Cleanser Mini, and that is for oily to normal skin. I will say all of these did well. They didn't strip my skin at all. I do feel like I have some more pimples than normal, but I have been stressed out lately, which could be why. But I felt like they didn't keep my acne away. So Meow Meow Tweet did better in that I felt like it cleansed my face enough that it didn't break out. At least not more than normal. But I would say the In Your Face Mini did not lather as well as I would hope. It didn't do very good. Probably the same amount of lather as the Meow Meow Tweet Face Cleanser. So for normal to oily skin, that's a bit odd to me because you would think you would want it a tiny bit harsher and maybe more lathery so that you can really cleanse your face. So it's odd to me that this one is so hard. I don't know, maybe I got a bad batch, but it's just a bit too hard for my liking. The next one I got is the Bliss Bar. This one I do like, but it just doesn't seem to quite cleanse my face enough. Like I said, I'm still kind of breaking out a tiny bit. It is softer than the pink one, and it does lather well. So I will give it that. But it just doesn't seem to cleanse my face enough. This one's for normal to dry skin, which is probably why my face doesn't feel stripped. But again, it doesn't feel like it's cleansing enough for what I need. The next one, Deep Green, which is for normal to oily skin. I felt like this one did the best out of the three. This one lathered very well, and I felt like it cleansed my skin very well. But again, like I said, alternating them, my skin still broke out a bit. The next skin product I'm going to tell you about is Ginger Snap. So this is a solid face scrub. So this, I absolutely loved. So it's a face scrub, and you just apply it to your face, and it has sugar in it, and you kind of rub it in. You can leave it on and let it dissolve. I prefer just like wash it off. But it's very scrubby. And who knows, maybe this is why I was breaking out, but I felt like it did a great job at exfoliating, and I'm definitely going to buy it again because something I have to have in my face routine is an exfoliant. Okay, so the next two products I'm not in love with, and I'm just going to tell you that off the bat. It's the Saving Face Serum, which is a solid face serum, and the Perfector, a solid face cream. I don't like either of these, if I'm going to be completely honest. They both made my skin feel waxy. They both smell like wax. It was just too difficult to get it to kind of warm up and melt into the skin. It was almost like I was literally putting wax on my skin and it wasn't spreading. The next one I'm going to talk about, I loved so much that I no longer have the bar of it. So I bought the Lime and Ginger Solid Body Polish, and I use that in my problem areas on my body where I get a lot of blackheads and pimples, typically my legs, and I use that to exfoliate, and I really felt like it was as rough as a pumice stone almost, and it did lather a bit, so it exfoliated and it lathered. So you could like almost use it as just a body wash. And I used that everywhere I needed it. I used it on some gentle skin. I used it on some tougher skin. And I felt like overall it did a great job. I would say if you're using it on more delicate skin, be careful because I did end up with some red patches immediately after use because it was so rough. But it did a great job at getting rid of the dead skin. And I ended up with less like ingrown hairs, less pimples, less blackheads, and overall I really think that body scrub was great. So the last product I purchased is their Solid Deodorant Mini in lavender. It smells like lavender. It's nice and purple, very pleasant, smells nice. And it does apply very well, so I'll show you. Maybe you can see it. Don't know if you can see on my skin. It does leave a slight purple color, but you can kind of almost just rub it in. And I felt like the coverage for scent, like covering my smell, it didn't last as long as the Meow Meow Tweet deodorant did. And I felt like it was a little more tricky to apply because it was a bar instead of like a cream. But I guess it really comes down to your preference. Are you more interested in reducing package completely? Or are you more interested in making sure you have a very good coverage deodorant? Okay, so this is Nicole from like 2 minutes in the future. So the type of sulfate they use is abbreviated as BTMS. And it is plant derived, but it is a chemical. So I will link some articles below that talk about this. Apparently it's one of the more common sulfates in natural hair care, and it is widely debated whether or not it is a good product to have in natural hair care. But, you know, something to remember is natural is not a FDA approved term. It's just a term that's thrown around. So I encourage you to look up the ingredients in these products. I'll see how much of this I can put in the description box for you. So if you like this video, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button because the subscribe button doesn't do much nowadays. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Stood by your side through all of the lies, watching you cry for me.